do these moron cops say, hey, by the way, we're arresting the players we're here to protect in the stadium at one point.
That doesn't mean that doesn't matter, Adam. If you're breaking the law and you're being
breaking the law, speeding.
Adam,
Vinny, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
If he hits somebody with the car,
you just spoke for 5 minutes. Allow me, buddy. You just said how ridiculous it was.
Patrick Bet-David continues his rampage against the woke nonsense, against the misinformation coming from woke media such as MSNBC, CNN, all the rest of the woke media sources out there. In this video, we have Patrick Bet-David going against not just CNN, but also some of his co-hosts and getting pretty heated when it comes to this Tyreek Hill body cam situation. It gets pretty wild where Patrick Bet-David, like I said, destroys CNN host, but also goes against some of his own co-hosts here on the PBD Podcast and the Valuetainment YouTube channel. Let's get into it.
Okay, Miami police. Tyreek Hill was pulled over for speeding and reckless driving near Hard Rock Stadium, according to ESPN, and briefly handcuffed after a verbal altercation with the cops. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, describes the situation as heartbreaking and mind-boggling, and Hill went on to play the game, scoring an 80-yard touchdown. Body camera footage shows Hill being removed from his car and taken to the ground after dispute about his window being pulled down. According to Miami Herald, the Miami-Dade County Police Department launched an internal investigation, and one officer was placed on administrative duties leave apparently during the probe, as confirmed by Director Stephanie Daniels. The agent criticized the incident, saying this shouldn't have happened to a player entering his own stadium. There's no reason Tyreek should have been treated this way today. Vinny.
Listen,
is this a clip?
Well, yes. This is the body cam footage.
Yeah. Is that a McLaren?
Yes.
You have your seatbelt on.
No seatbelt and driving over 100.
What? You have it on.
I'm late. Do what you gotta do. And he's rolling up his window.
Hey.
Like, see? Not complying with a cop. You see? Elevating the situation, which you're not.
Yeah, it's really stupid, dude. It's really just so stupid. Like, I want so bad, to be on the side of, like, I like Tyreek Hill. He seems like a cool guy. I like him when he's on my fantasy team and everything. I want so bad to be on the side because it just seems like such a great side to be on, man. It seems like so much fun. Like, you just get to blame everybody else for your problems. But it's so easy to just do what the cop tells you to do. Like, what are you doing? I just don't understand these people's obsession. Like, I'll see TikToks and YouTube videos all the time of people who are like, nope, I don't have to roll my window down. Nope, I don't have to show you my ID. It's in section 8.2 of this, like, law. I like, dude, just do what the cop tells you to do. It's really not that complicated. I just don't understand it, man. Like, none of this would happen. This wouldn't be a body cam footage that we see. This wouldn't be on CNN. This wouldn't be on Patrick Bet-David's podcast. Nobody would be talking about this. It would have been, we got a little notification from Bleacher Report or from Sleeper the morning of the game where Tyreek Hill got pulled over, and it would have said, Tyreek Hill got pulled over and got speeding ticket that he doesn't care about because he makes $100 million. Like, it's not like the speeding ticket, unless he's gotten speeding tickets a bunch and they're piling up and now he would have went to jail and now he's trying to, like, resist arrest or something, which would have been even stupider. But it's not like this speeding ticket wouldn't mean anything to Tyreek Hill. The guy makes hundreds of millions of dollars. Who cares? All you have to do is just do what the cop tells you to do and everything will be fine. But instead, he does this.
Supposed to do. Look.
Hold on, man.
I'm just letting you know.
Hey. Keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm going to get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me your ass, bro. Get out of the car. Give me your ass, I'm going to break that freaking window. Get out of the car.
I'm going to break the window.
Get out of the car right now.
And you have to, like, yeah, that might be a little bit provocative, but put yourself in the cop's shoes in this situation. That's what I always like to do. Put yourself in both people's shoes in these situations. Not just the cop, but also Tyreek Hill and everybody else who goes through these situations. What the clip that they're showing here on the PBD podcast, imagine you are the cop. You're pulling over this McLaren, Ferrari, whatever the hell it is, supercar, really nice car. You pull over this guy, he's acting really fishy. He won't roll his window down, or, at the beginning, he's like, do what you got to do, I'm late, whatever. And then in the middle of the traffic stop, he just starts rolling his window up, which is very tinted windows. You can't really see what's going on the inside. in my opinion, I would be scared for my life in these situations. Every single traffic stop nowadays is like a battle. Like it's the biggest battle ever. Instead of it just being a routine traffic stop, hey, you were going 40 over the speed limit, here's a ticket. I wonder who's going to get, like, I wonder if somebody's going to get shot in this situation. Like, that's what everybody's thinking whenever you're pulling somebody over, and when you're getting pulled over, that's because that's everybody's brainwashed to think that. If I'm the cop in this situation and a dude just starts rolling up his window in the middle of a traffic stop, that's dangerous. That's danger. There's so much anti-cop rhetoric going on nowadays. Like, all cops are bad, defund the police, all this stuff. You know that when you pull people over, they're going to look at you a certain way. They're going to think you're being racist. They're going to think that you're trying to start trouble for no reason. If I'm a cop and I see the guy roll his window up in the middle of a traffic stop, I'm thinking, all right, like, what's going to happen? Like, I'm going to start moving my hand towards my gun a little bit because I don't know what the guy's doing on the inside. It's probably not good. Like, what good could be happening with somebody rolling up their window in the middle of a conversation with a cop in the middle of a traffic stop? What good can come out of that? There's nothing. So you put yourself in the cop's shoes, like, this is a threatening situation for this person's life.
We're not playing this game. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Unbelievable.
What part of that don't you understand? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested.
He's on the phone with Drew Rosenhaus, his agent.
I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God,
look at his arm.
Okay, Adam. Okay, we'll talk about it after.
You understand?
I'm getting out.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew. Hey,
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. Stop crying.
bro. Y'all
Don't move.
good. Bro, you beating on my window like you crazy.
You set him up?
What y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, yo, bro.
It doesn't get any clearer than this.
If you enjoy content like this, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
Yo, bro, dude, beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Damn.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey.
How long did this last?
That's his teammate, by the way. In the other Rolls Royce.
Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I just heard you in your ears when we
Bro,
go there.
chill, bro. Chill, bro. Hey, Joe New, bro.
Back up.
Hey, call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Hey, call Drew.
Not smart walking up on them.
Call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew.
And then Rob, I sent him one button. So now I sent Rob another short one where he's saying, go to the one, Rob, that I sent you about. He's like, y'all just pull me over because I'm a black man in a nice car. Because go, and then I'll show you. No, Rob, the other one. It's a short.
Look, I will say that the cop definitely, like, he was, I don't know, he might have been power tripping a little bit. One of those cops, one of them was trying to, like, diffuse the situation. One of them was definitely, he was being a bit combative. Also, I will say, I have a lot of friends with nice cars. I drive a 24 Mustang GT with an exhaust on it and with tinted windows. I get pulled over all the time. I definitely know that cops like to pull over nicer cars. I know a lot of friends that have a lot more nicer cars than me, supercars and stuff like that. And they get pulled over. They definitely get targeted. Like, no doubt about it. Like, it's so obvious, So I sympathize with that. But all you got to do, my friends that get pulled over in these supercars, they never get pulled out of the car and get arrested, because they just sit there and the cop says, hey, roll your window down. They say, okay, roll the window down. Hey, give me your driver's license and registration, please. Okay, here's your driver's license and registration. They don't at any point in time start rolling their window up. And then whenever they say get out the car, they don't get out the car. Like, that never happens. They just don't disobey. They just do what the cop says, and then they're fine. It's crazy how that works, right? And I know, like, people are going to turn this into like a race thing, as always, and they're going to say, oh, you're being racist. Like, not really. No matter what color you are, if you obey the cops, every once in a while, okay, needle in a haystack, there's going to be cops who are genuinely racist, and no matter how much you obey them, they're going to cause trouble, okay? I will admit that. Every once in a while, that's going to happen. The exception doesn't make the rule, though. In this situation, I 100% believe if Tyreek Hill just followed what the cop said to do, he would have been completely fine. And I think 99% of other situations are the same exact way. And let me know in the comments if you think I'm right or wrong there.
Clip of the police situation right there. This is the short one, Rob? Yeah.
I'm just being a black man, that's it. I'm just being black in America, bro. That's all it is.
We're dark too, brother. We're people of color too. Don't play like that.
Don't play that.
I'm being a black man in America, bro, in a nice car. That's it.
Okay. Here, Adam, because I know obviously that one cop was being a little bit aggressive, but what was the problem with this video and what people need to understand this? Comply with the officer's instructions. Why did he have an attitude? Why do you have to roll up your window? None of that would have happened. None of this would have escalated if you just listen to the cops, leave the window down, give him your ID. By the way, they're not pulling him over because he's black. They're pulling him over because he was going over 100 miles an hour, Adam, because he was late. Okay?
Was the car honking at least?
No, it wasn't in California.
It wasn't in Cali. But Pat, and here's the problem I want people to understand. Yes, that other cop, aggressive. I don't like. That's the one that was put on leave. Totally uncalled for. He escalated even more than a situation shouldn't have been. But none of this happens. You don't see this video. You don't see any police cam, anything like this. If he just obeyed the officer's instructions. If you never want to deal with cops like that, just listen to what they say. Why do you roll up the window, Adam? They're trying to talk to you. You're rolling up the window. You're having an attitude. I'm late. You're this. And then at the end of it, to play the race card isn't helping the situation at all. And then he's interviewed, Rob, I sent you that one too, where he's interviewed, I think he went on, what was it, CNN? Oh, of course he's going to go on CNN. Can we hear this one, Pat?
Yeah, for sure.
You just tweeted a moment ago, you said, let's make a change. What did you mean by that?
Right. So, I'm a good old country boy from South Georgia, man. Like, I'm not a big believer in dividing people. You know, I don't believe in all that, man. I believe in bringing people together, because that's my purpose in life. I do football camps all across the world, man, trying to bring different people together, different kids, different parents, you know, because we in this together, baby. Like, we on this earth together. We got to live together. So when I say let's make a change, let's do it together. So Miami PD, really all officers across the world, man, because one officer doesn't, you know what I'm saying, like, make the whole group look bad. Like, everybody has bad apples, you know what I'm saying? Every team has bad apples. It's my job to use my platform and my resources, so that way I'm able to align, you know, with, you know,
Rob, you can stop it.
You know,
but no.
How about instead of doing that, or maybe in addition to doing that, how about you use your platform and your resources to tell people, hey, I think that if I obeyed the cops there, yes, he might have been a dick. Yeah, he might have been an asshole. Trust me, I deal with those people. Like I said, I get pulled over all the time, and I deal with some asshole cops all the time. And if you drive a decently fast car with an exhaust on it and tinted windows, and you draw attention to yourself with that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or if you drive a bike or anything like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you're going to deal with some asshole cops. You know the easiest way to deal with an asshole cop? You just listen to what he said. The same way you deal with a very nice cop. You just do exactly what they say, get out of the situation as fast as possible, and then you curse them out after they're gone. Okay? That's how you deal with that. And if, like, I don't understand. Dude, if we're going to say, I need to use my platform and my resources to make a change with the Miami Police Department, how about you also at the same time use your platform and your resources to say, hey guys, I think in that situation, even though the guy was being a bit of a dick, if I would have just listened to him from the jump, I think we would have been fine. Like, I don't think I would have ever gotten pulled out of the car or anything. Just have it go both ways, you know? Just educate both sides. I agree the cop was being a dick. I agree. And he probably should have he definitely should have some sort of repercussions for that. Some sort of discipline from that. But Tyreek Hill should also, in my opinion, because he was also in the wrong.
None of the bringing people together, having that attitude, talking about, because I'm a black man in the car. That's not, you're doing the complete opposite of what you're saying. You're dividing people, because now people are like, oh, you're pulling me over because I'm black.
Yeah, I do have a lot on this because I've been to this stadium a million times. I grew up going to Miami Dolphin Stadium. It used to be called Joe Robbie. Now it's called the Hard Rock Stadium. I've been on that exact same street, Ives Dairy Road, a million different times. And I respect the cops. By the way, this was opening day, NFL season. You know how many cops are out there? I've been to hundreds of tailgates here, thousands of cops, and the vast majority of them are awesome. Okay, this is a case of, in my opinion, a drunk on power authoritarian cop, for whatever reason, is just utilizing all his authority to look like the man in front of a guy who was clearly an NFL player. He didn't know that it was Tyreek Hill, arguably the best wide receiver in the league, the guy that just signed a $4-year, $120 million contract for the Miami Dolphins team that is worth $7 billion. By the way, I'm sure Mayor Francis Suarez may have a thing or two to say on this. So, number one, I think the cop screwed up royally, and he's been placed on administrative leave. Here's a guy. I mean, if this wasn't Tyreek Hill, just imagine for a second if something worse happened and they shot Tyreek Hill. By the way, it wasn't just Tyreek Hill. 2 other players got arrested. Calais Campbell, who went to the U, and there was a 3rd player that got arrested. At what point do these moron cops say, hey, by the way, we're arresting the players we're here to protect in the stadium? At one point.
That doesn't mean, that doesn't matter. Adam, if you're breaking the law and you're being...
breaking the law, speeding.
Okay, Adam, Vinny,
you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
If he hits somebody with a car...
Hold on, you just spoke for 5 minutes. Allow me, buddy. You just said how ridiculous it was that the guy was going over 10 miles per hour.
Yeah, he was not going 10 miles per hour.
I'm just saying that's how deep
he was going 100 at 55. Okay, so here's a couple things. There was a story back in the days of this happening to Sylvester Stallone. Mm-hmm. And, it's like, do you know who I am? That whole, do you know who I am? Do you realize who you're doing this to? Do you know who I am? Do you realize who I am? Okay. So famous people go through this. Do you know who you're doing this to? Do you know who you're doing this to? Do you know who you're doing this to? Okay, great. Totally get it. That cop didn't know who he was, apparently. I've read a couple stories that they didn't know who he was, and it's kind of like, oh, who is this guy doing this? Automatically jump to conclusion. If a guy's telling you, pull the window down, bro, pull the window down. What are you doing pulling the window up? Pull the window down. 100 on 55, I get that. That's pretty crazy for that to be taking place. Trust me. I have 20 plus speeding tickets in my career. My license has been suspended multiple times. Mm-hmm. I know what it is to be pulled over going places where you shouldn't be doing. And when they come up to you, you just got to follow. If you want to take the risk of driving that fast because you're running late to practice or the game, that's you not being prepared. By the way, he ended up having 130 yards receiving and a touchdown.
And a ridiculous touchdown.
He did. But moral of the story, yes, that one cop pushed the envelope. If the cops tell you to pull the window down, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing to not pull it down? That's the most basic thing. Last week, we were at, what do you call it?
And by the way, Adam, once again, with a horrible take. Like, of course, Adam would be the one on Tyreek Hill's side. I don't get how anyone can be on Tyreek Hill's side. Let me know in the comments. Maybe a lot of you did. Maybe a lot of you did agree with Adam here. And that's totally fine. I would love to hear your actual rationale. I don't really care. Like Adam didn't have the greatest way of defending his points there, but I would love to hear your opinion on what you think about this Tyreek Hill situation, especially if you disagree with me and think that that the cop was the sole person in the wrong and that Tyreek Hill was completely in the right. I just think that take is insane. I don't care if they know who he is or if they don't know who he is. If they tell you to roll your window down, just roll your damn window down, especially in the middle of a traffic stop, especially in today's climate with how demonized the police are. You have to put yourself in their shoes. Like, it's like that's always what I do whenever I'm at traffic stops. Like, put yourself in their shoes. What would you want you to do in a certain situation? And that's how you ensure your safety. If you make sure that the cop feels comfortable and the cop feels safe, then if they do something to you, then it's a big lawsuit and then everybody will be on your side. I think a big problem with this is because of people like Adam, and Adam's definitely not the worst offender, but people like Adam and people who are worse than him, Tyreek Hill knows that no matter how he treats the cops, no matter how he acts in these situations, he can always pull out the race card. And all of his fans will also pull out the race card and say that it's the cop's fault. He can act however he wants in these situations, and then whatever repercussions come his way, he can just cry black. That sounded so bad. But he can cry that racism. That sounded awful, but I'm probably just keeping it because it's kind of funny. He can just cry racism and get away with it. Like that shouldn't be the case. And once again, don't think the cop was a saint here. Definitely think that he deserves to be on administrative leave. Especially while they investigate and they see if there wasn't, if he was power tripping, if he was having a bad day, whatever. It definitely was a bad job by the cop to de-escalate. He should have been de-escalating, not escalating. And he was definitely escalating. One of them was. Tyreek Hill, definitely. I mean, if he just followed the orders, then that would have never happened. the cop would have never had a chance to escalate. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this Patrick Bet-David clip where they discuss the Tyreek Hill body cam footage. Obviously, Adam got destroyed by Patrick Bet-David, and it's not hard to destroy Adam, you know? Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with PBD and with Adam or with Vinny. Let me know what you think about this Valuetainment and PBD podcast clip.